Hello all. Today it's the MCQ on the chapter sequences and series. Let's do the first one. If A1, A2 etc. are in AP and A1 plus A5 plus A10 plus A15 plus A20 plus A24 is 225, you are asked to find A1 plus A2 plus etc. A24. I will tell you first of all the direct method and then an easy method. Okay, what is given that A plus A1 is A, A5 is A plus 4D plus A plus 9D plus A plus 14D plus A plus 19D plus A plus 23D. That is given to be 225. So, in other words, what is given? It is given that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6A plus 69D is given to be 225. You can cancel throughout by 3. You have 2A plus 23D is 75. That's what's given to you. What are you asked to find? Such that then what is A1 plus A2 plus etc. A24? You are asked to find the sum of the 24 terms of this AP, which is 24 by 2 into 2A plus 23D. That is 24 by 2 is 12. 2A plus 23D you have already found is equal to 75. So, you would have 900 as the answer. This is one way of doing it. Let me tell you another using the concepts we have studied so far. What is given? A1 plus A2, A1 plus A5 plus A10, A15, A20, A20, A20 and A24. 5, 10, 15, 20 and 24. That is given to be 225. Now, aren't A1 plus A24, isn't that the sum of the extremes? So, we have done in sequence and series, we have studied that sum of the extremes will be sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end. So, A1 plus A24, which will be sum of the extremes, will be what is equidistant? Isn't 5 and 25 also this equidistant from those two? Isn't that equal to A10 plus A15 also? So, you have 3 times each of these things that I have done, because they are all terms equidistant from the beginning and the end, each of these is the same sum. So, isn't the left hand side 3 times A1 plus A24, that is 225. So, you have A1 plus A24 is 225 divided by 3, which is 75. So, what is the sum S to 24 terms of this AP? Can't you write it as 24 by 2 into first term plus last term, which is 75, making the answer 900. That way also you can make use of the concept study to get this answer. Now, the third term of a GP is 4. The product of the first 5 terms is, I will tell you the first, the direct way and the application way. The third term, that is AR squared, is 4. You are asked to find the product of the first 5 terms. So, A into AR squared into AR cubed into AR raised to 4 is what you are asked to find. Isn't this A raised to 5 into R raised to 10? That is what you are asked to find. So, that is AR raised to 4 the whole squared. No? So, this is A into R squared the whole raised to 5, that is 4 raised to 5. That is your answer. Option B is your answer. Another way of looking at it. Okay, I told you 5 terms in GP, 4th term is 4. Look at the product of these two. Remember, product of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end is just the same. And if there is a middlemost term, that will be the geometric mean of those two. So, the product of these two is going to be 4 squared, because that's the job. And here is another 4 squared. So, what is the product of these? 4 square into 4 square into 4? 4 raised to 5 is the answer. That is another way of doing this problem. If the sum to infinity of a GP, if S is the sum to infinity, so S is A by 1 minus R. Okay, and you are asked to find sum to n terms, which is A into 1 minus R raised to n by 1 minus R. A by 1 minus R from our data is S. S into 1 minus R raised to n. Now, here R also is written in terms of A and S. So, let us find R in terms of A and S from the given data. So, 1 minus R is A by S. So, R is 1 minus A by S. So, substitute that value of R here. What is it? S into 1 minus A by S the whole raised to n. So, option B is your answer. Now, for a sequence an, a1 is 2, an plus 1 by an is 1 by 3. So, the term succeeding to the term previous is 1 by 3. So, what kind of a sequence is that? Isn't that a GP? Because second by first, third by second, they are all the same. So, this is a GP with common ratio equal to 1 by 3. So, common ratio is 1 by 3, first term is 2, you are asked to find the sum of these 20 terms of the GP. What is it? It is A into, since R is less than 1, I can use this formula 1 minus R raised to n by 1 minus R. Substitute the values, 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 the whole raised to 20 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. So, what is your answer? It is substitute. To division by a number means multiply by the reciprocal. So, 3 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 raised to 20. Option B is your answer. Okay. Now, look at this. 3 plus 1 by 4 into 3 plus d plus 1 by 4 squared into 3 plus 2d and so on. What kind of a sequence is this? It is an arithmetico-geometrico series. What is that? It is a product of an AP and a GP. The formula for sum to infinity of such a sequence is A by 1 minus R plus dr divided by 1 minus R the whole square. That is the formula and that is given to be 8. Let us substitute the values. A is the first term of the AP. What is A here? 3 itself. What is the common difference? D. Okay. What is the common ratio? It is 1 by 4. Substitute the values. You have 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4, plus dr. D means d into 1 by 4 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4 the whole square, which is 3 by 4 the whole square, which is 9 by 16. That is equal to 8. You solve for d and the value of d would be d, substitute for, find the value of d, the value of d is 5. It is just an algebraic equation. Option B is your answer. Now, the sum sigma r is equal to 2 to infinity 1 by r squared minus 1. As of now, you have a lot of terms in the denominator that will not help. Okay. So, what I do is this r squared minus 1 can't I write as 1 by r plus 1 into r minus 1. Now, this look at these are two terms whose difference is just the constant 2. Okay. So, what I am doing is this 2 I am introducing in the numerator. That is easy because you can divide that 2 by the denominator to get the same term, divided by r plus 1 into r minus 1. So, this is 1 by 2 into, you separate the terms, isn't it, 1 by r minus 1 by 1 by r plus 1. So that is just the expansion of the general term. Now you have to apply sigma. What is that? 1 by 2 into sigma 1 by r minus 1 minus 1 by r plus 1, and r ranging from 2 to infinity. This is 1 by 2 into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. If I substitute r equal to 3, then substitute r is equal to 2, substitute r equal to 3, I have 1 by 2 minus 1 by, so r equal to 2, 1 by, no, r is 3, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. Then r is 4, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. You have got the trend already. So next would be 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6, and so on, infinite number of terms. Look at the terms that cancel: minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 4 and plus 1 by 4. So this will cancel with the term here. There are only two terms that remain. It is 1 by 2 into, this is 1 plus 1 by 2 plus a term which tends to, as n tends to infinity, that is a term which tends to 0. So this is 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. So what is your answer? It is 3 by 4. Option B is your answer. Now sum these sequence. So look at it, you pairwise, you group and use the expansion for a squared minus b squared as a plus b into a minus b. So the first two would be 1 plus 2 into 1 minus 2 plus, next is 3 plus 4 into 3 minus 4. Now let's, you are going to group 2001 squared minus 2002 squared, which would be 2001 plus 2002 into 2001 minus 2002. Now there is a 2003 squared which is unpaired. Now look at each of these. 1 minus 2, 3 minus 4, they are all equal to minus 1. So all these terms have a minus 1 which is a common factor and can be taken out. Minus 1 into, what is it that remains? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to 2002, and then there is this unpaired 2003 the whole square. Use the sum of the first 10 natural numbers to get minus 1 into n plus 1 divided by 2 plus 2003 squared. So this is 1001. If I take a 2003 out, what will remain? Here 2003 minus 1001. 1001. So this is 2003 into 1002. So just evaluate. 2007006 would be your answer when you calculate this. Now this is log x to the base 2 plus log root x to the base 2 plus log fourth root of x to the base 2. It helps because all the bases are equal. So what is log of a plus log of b? If they are the same base, it is just log of a into b. So let us make use of that property of logarithms here. So log to the base 2, what is it? X into x raised to half into x raised to 1 by 4 into x raised to 1 by 8 into etc. an infinite number of terms, that is 4. That is log to the base 2, what is it? X raised to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus so on. Isn't that equal to 4? So log of a to the base b, log of a to the base b is c means what? By the definition of logarithms, a is b raised to c. Same way 2 raised to 4 are these many terms. So x raised to 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus etc. that is 2 raised to 4, that is 16. that is x raised to, isn't this an infinite GP whose sum is a by 1 minus r? So, this is x squared is 16, x is 4. Option C is your answer. If the numbers a, b, c, d, e form an AP, then the value of this. Now, a, b, c, d, e form an AP. So, what should you do? You can write everything in terms of A and D. B would be A plus D, C would be A plus 2D, D will be A plus 3D, and E would be A plus 4D. So, these values of B, C, D and E, if I substitute in this expression and you expand, you will get 0 as the answer. But otherwise also what we will do is, let us try and make this simple, because the options are given to you. Take a simple AP in consisting of 5 terms. Let it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, these are the values of A, B, C and D, E and E. So, if these are the values, what would be the value of our expression? Isn't it 1 minus 4 into B, that is 8, plus 6 into C, that is 18, minus 4 into D, that is minus 16, plus E, that is 5. What does that make? It is 24 minus 24, 0 is your answer. That is another better, smaller, shorter way of doing the same problem. Now, let A1, A2 be two arithmetic means between 1 by 3 and 1 by 24. So, we have 1 by 23, A1, A2, 1 by 24 are an AP. Okay. So, what do you have? This AP consists of how many terms? 4 terms, right? So, the fourth term is 1 by 24. So, what do you have? 1 by 24 is A plus 3 into D. So, what is 3D? It is 1 by 24 minus 1 by 3. So, whole divided by 24, you would have 1 minus 8, that is minus 7 by 24. So, that D will be minus 7 by 72. So, D is a negative number. So, how will you get A1? Isn't that 1 by 3 minus 7 by 72? So, this would be 17 by 72, and then subtract 7 by 72 again, you will have 10 by 72, that is 5 by 36 as the next answer. So, this is option B. If 9 times the 9th term is equal to 13 times the 13th term, what is the 22nd term? Just a direct application of the result. If m times the mth term is n times the nth term in an AP, then the m plus nth term will be 0. If you remember this result without actually putting pen to paper, you can derive or you can conclude that in this case A 9 plus 13, which is A 22, would be 0. Option A is your answer. Yes. If Sn is Qn squared, Sm is Qm squared, Sr denotes the sum of R terms of the AP, then what is Sq? Now, if you remember a simple result which I had told you while I took the lecture on AP, this question would be very simple. Okay, if you can't remember, let me just quote that result. If the nth term of the AP is of the form an squared plus bn, this is the general nth sum to n terms form. In this case, the common difference of the AP is 2a. So, if I view it in that, what would be the common difference of this AP? Isn't it 2 times Q? And what is the first term? Isn't that sum to one term? Isn't that the first term? So how do I find the sum to one term? By calling n as 1. So first term, which is the sum to one term, is just q. So I know the first term, I know the common difference. What is the sum to q terms? It is q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d. So take a 2 out and cancel with this 2. What do you have? Q into q plus q squared minus q, which is q and minus q will cancel. You will have q squared. So what's your answer? Q cubed. Option C is your answer. Now let Sn denote the sum to n terms of an AP, and if S2n is 3 times Sn, then what is S3n is to Sn. Look at it. Options are given to you. The direct way would be to apply the formula for Sn as n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and S2n as 2n by 2 into 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d, and so on, and then find this. But look at it, the options are given to you. Suppose I take a simple thing where n is 1. So what is the data given to you? S2 is 3 times S1. Okay. So let me take a simple example. If S1 is 1, S2 would be 3. S1 is 1 means first term will be 1, and S2 is sum to 2 terms, that is first term plus second term is 3. So what does that make the second term as? 2. So in that case, first term is 1, second term is 2. What is your common difference? Isn't that 1? Now, okay, so first term is 1, second term is 2. What will be the third term? Won't that be 3? What is your question? You are asked to find, remember n was 1, you are asked to find S3 is to S1. S3 means sum to 3 terms. Isn't that 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6, is to S1, which is 1. So 6 is your answer, option B. So you could have done this, you have done this without any complicated formula, because the options were given to you and you can eliminate all the other options. Now, if Tn denotes the nth term of the sequence, then what is T50? Now, we have to find the nth, the general form of the nth term. What is it that you observe about the sequence? It is neither an AP nor a GP, nor any of them, because look at it, the difference between this is 1, this is 3, this is 5, and this is 7, and so on. So what is it that you observe? That the common differences form an AP. Okay. In such a case, let me, I had told you before, how do you find the nth term? I'll recall once again. Nth term will be 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 11 plus etc. plus an. Okay. Now, this S can also be rewritten as 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus etc. plus an. I am just shifting the terms one side to the right. Now, if I subtract both these equations, don't I have 0 is 2 plus 3 minus 2, which is 1, 6 minus 3 is 3, 11 minus 6 is 5, and so on. And see, while you group pairwise, there will be one term in the first S and in the second set which are not grouped. The one in the first set is 2, in the second set is an. Since it is not grouped, you will have minus an as what you have on the right hand side, because you are subtracting the two equations. So take an to the left hand side, you have an is 2 plus, look at the bracket, isn't that, you have within the bracket n minus 1 terms, because look at the, within the bracket you have only paired terms. In the first S, all except 2 is paired. So that means, don't you have n minus 1 pairs? So this bracket has n minus 1 terms. So, n minus 1 by 2 into 2a. So, 2 into 1, that is 2, plus n minus 2 into d. So, this is 2 plus n minus 1 by 2 into this, you take a 2 out, you have n my 2 n minus, this is 2n minus 4 plus 2 is 2n minus 2. So, 2 times n minus 1. So, n minus 1 the whole squared plus 2 is the general term. So, what will be the 50th term? Isn't it 49 squared plus 2? This is the answer. Now, if you want to cut short your steps, okay, Tn denotes, from the format of the question, can't you conclude that Tn, the options for Tn are 49 squared minus 1 means what? N minus 1 the whole squared minus 1, because this is the T50 that is given to you. In the next one, isn't it n minus 1 the whole squared? Next option is n minus 1 the whole squared. Next option is 50 squared plus 1 means n squared plus 1. Next is 49 squared plus 2 means n minus 1 the whole squared plus 2. Okay. So, these were the options for the nth term. If these were right, what would be T1? The first term would be minus 1. That's wrong, because the first term that's given to you is 2. Okay. So, this option is over. What about this? 1 minus 1 the whole squared, 0. No. So, here 1 squared plus 1, 2. So, this could be an answer. What about the last one? 1 minus 1 the whole squared plus 2, that's also 2. This also could be an answer. Now, it is now between options C and D. According to this, what will be T2? What will be the second term? This should be 2 squared plus 1, that is 5. But is the second term 5? No. So, this is also eliminated, but just check up here. Is this true? 2 minus 1 the whole squared plus 2, 3. You have this as the option. That way also you can arrive at the given option. Now, this I will just skim through this. Lengths of 3 unequal sides of a rectangular solid block are in GP. The volume of the block is 216. So, let the sides be A by R, A and AR. So, that volume is 216, means A cubed is 216. So, A is 6. So, you are asked the total surface area. What is the total surface area? 2 into LB. What is LB? Isn't it 6 by R into 6? That is 36 by R plus LH. So, which is A squared, that is 36, plus AR, that is A squared R, which is 36R, that is given to be 252. From here you solve for R and hence find the longest side. Now, the next one. If A, B, C are distinct positive real numbers in HP, then what is the value of this? As before, the options are given to you. See, if the options weren't given to you, you could have written these as, like, since A, B, C are in HP, B will be the harmonic mean of A and C. So, what will it be? Or you will have 2 by B is 1 by A plus 1 by C, and then substitute for this. This is one way of doing it, elaborate way. But let's make it simpler. A, B, C are distinct positive real numbers in HP. So, can't I write? So, that means their reciprocals are in AP. Take a simple AP as 1, 2, 3. So, their reciprocals, that is 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3 are in HP. So, can't I take A, B, C as 1, 1 by 2 and 1 by 3? In which case you will have, let's substitute and find the values here. B plus A, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 minus 1, plus B plus C, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. So, just evaluate this, you will have, just evaluate this, you will have 2 as the answer. Okay, here, if A, B, C are an AP, so what is given? Isn't 2B equal to A plus C? B, C, D are in GP, so C squared is BD. C, D, E are in HP, so their reciprocals are in AP, making 2 by D is 1 by C plus 1 by E. Okay, then A, C, E will be in. Now look at the question. See, you have in your question, you need to introduce A, C and E. So what are the variables that are not needed? What are not needed are B and D. So let us replace B and D by writing what is C squared is. What is B? Isn't it A plus C by 2? That is B. What is D? You here 2 by D is C plus E by CE. So, D is 2CE by C plus E. So, D can be replaced as 2CE divided by C plus E. Now, look at it, 2 and 2 will cancel, C and C will cancel. So, let us cross multiply. What will you get? C squared plus CE is AE plus CE. So, what do you have? CE's will cancel to get C squared is AE. What does that make? AC and E? Aren't they in GP? So, option B is your answer. So, we'll stop for the time being. In my next capsule, I'll bring you more questions on sequence and series. So, thank you.